So many of you ask us, do I need my husband's permission to go outside? Let us explain. Okay, so in short, the answer to the question of whether I need my husband's permission to go outside is yes, I do need my husband's permission to go outside as a Muslim woman. That being said, I know it sounds weird. I know y'all are gonna say this is very sexist, but let me explain why that is. First of all, when that command came in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was no technology. There were no phones. If a woman went outside, there would be no way for the man to know that his wife is outside. Literally, like imagine your wife just left, you're inside and you don't have any information.
Any way to get in touch with them, yeah.
Yeah, any way to get in touch with your wife. What are you gonna do? You're gonna feel anxious the whole time.
Yeah, I think both people would feel anxious, the woman and the man, if you just take off and you don't have a way of communicating with them.
Exactly. So say the man, you're causing the man that type of anxiety. You are gonna be accountable for that kind of stress you're causing your husband. That being said, let me explain the roles and responsibilities of both husband and wife in Islam. So the husband's supposed to take care of his wife, protect his wife, take care of her needs, listen to his wife, be understanding, and love her. And a woman's role in turn is to do the same stuff for the man. If you think of it in that way, if you think of like both husband and wife working together to make a marriage work that way, it's just a polite thing to do, to tell your spouse that you're going outside when you are.
Yes.
And that's not just for the woman. The husband should do the same thing because it's a respectful thing.
Yeah, so like to give you guys an example, let's say it's like 3 a.m. and my wife randomly says, hey, I'm gonna go to a park at like 3 a.m. in the middle of a forest and just sit on a bench there or something, right? It's like, as a husband, part of my role is to protect my wife. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, would you mind just going another time? I don't think this is safe for you.
Yeah.
But likewise, if I said the same thing to her, she could tell me, hey, I don't think this is a good time. I don't think you should go out. And then as a husband, I should respect my wife and listen to her. So it's not just a thing where she needs to let me know and I can just go out whenever I want and not tell her, guys. It goes both ways. It's about having consideration in a relationship. Whether you're religious or not, I feel like you guys can understand and relate to that because that's what the dynamic is supposed to be like.
I think even before I knew that this command existed in Islam, I knew that I would want my husband to tell me where he was going versus like, you know, me telling him. And I would do the same thing. I would tell him where I'm going to, because a lot of the times I would do that with my mom. I wouldn't tell her where I'm going and she'd literally be calling the whole neighborhood, asking them, where's Mubina? Is she at your house? Like, no, we don't want that kind of situation in our dynamic. And the command for the wife asking her husband's permission to go outside is actually out of consideration for both the spouses because it takes two to make a marriage work, guys.
Yes.
But now we want to ask you a question. If you were to get married and if you have a partner already, do you think it's just a polite thing to let each other know where you're going? And would you seek each other's permission? Because I feel like that's just the most polite thing to do.
Respectful, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very respectful thing to do. Let us know.